guys, welcome to your 3-minute mindful challenge, or mindful experience, I should say. Today we're going to talk about the pelvic floor. So I love to teach the engagement of the pelvic floor to enhance certain yoga and Pilates moves, and I love to teach the way to release that pelvic floor. So today we're going to talk about relaxing your pelvic floor. And why is this important? Well, when you're stressed or really fatigued or fearful, your pelvic floor tightens up. And what happens is there's this amazing nerve called your vagus nerve that runs from your brainstem all the way down through your throat, into the organs, and into the pelvis. And it's responsible for controlling the parasympathetic nervous system. So when it senses that tension, it just kind of feeds that information back up. So it really is difficult for the body to relax. And then that affects the other systems of the body. So in essence, that releasing and relaxing of the pelvic floor is really good for more than one system. If you are practicing strengthening your pelvic floor or fear you have a weak pelvic floor, this exercise will actually enhance that strength training. So what I'd like you to do is, when you have some time today, find a firm surface and lay down, bend your knees, and flop them over a pillow or a yoga bolster, and close your eyes and allow your body to completely relax, relaxing from the soles of the feet all the way through to the top of the head. Talk to your body and remind it to relax. We're going to begin with some deep diaphragmatic breathing. And when you breathe deeply into your belly, it signifies that vagus nerve is going to relax and your parasympathetic system is going to say, it's okay, we can let our guard down. So we're going to inhale deep into that belly. So as you lay for a few minutes, just breathing deep into your belly, continuously allow your body to sink deeper and deeper into the floor. And then I'd like you to just really focus on expanding your belly with breath. And as you exhale, allowing that breath to slowly roll out. So slow, deep inhales, slow, deep exhales. Now, let's do a little visualization for your pelvic bowl. As you inhale the next few breaths, imagine that you're sending this beautiful white light down into your pelvic bowl, and it's expanding your sits bones. And even though they're not going to physically move, feel this light expanding. And as you exhale slowly, allow those sits bones to melt heavily, heavily, heavily into the floor below you. Do that a few times. Then draw your attention to that breath. As you breathe in that white light, that healing, nourishing light, imagine it's stretching the space between your pubic bone and your tailbone, expanding with this wonderful light, nourishing. And as you exhale, allow your tailbone and your pubic bone to simply sink, melt, get heavier and heavier into the floor. Do that a few times. And then finally, allow that breath to fill your pelvic bowl, expanding the space between your hips and your pelvic crests. Inhale, feel that fullness of that healing, nourishing white light. And as you exhale, let your hips melt into the mat. And do that a few times. And then see the whole bowl, see all the bones. They're not going to really move, but feel like they're expanding with this beautiful energy. And as you exhale, allow all those bony landmarks to get heavier, relax deeper. Notice how this breath just really feels great in your low back. Do it as long as you want. It is a 3-minute experience, so if you feel like going further, do so. I hope you enjoy it. Remember, we focus on so many parts of our body. We need to send some good energy and some attention to our pelvic floor. So if you have any questions, email me. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow for our 3-minute mindful experience.